You all, we are not licensed professionals. You know, we are just here on this roller coaster called life, trying to be better friends to one another, trying to be better human beings on this planet. If you're tuning in, we are not opting out of therapy. We are not advocating that you listen to us and not see someone who is licensed and trained to help you with day-to-day life on how to cope and deal. So we advocate for therapy a lot here. We believe that everyone has something to talk to somebody about. So, just like to make that disclaimer that we're just here giving our opinions and having discussions week by week. And we're hoping that, you know, maybe you can find something useful, or if at least find a little humor in this terrible, terrible rock we call the world.
In other words, if you listen to our advice and you get popped in the mouth, don't at us.
Yeah, don't at me because you may get popped in the mouth again. Hello all, and welcome back to another episode of Friendship University. As you all may know, or if not, I'm Kristen, and I am joined by my fantastical host, Miki.
I thought you were going to call me a hoe for like 5 seconds. Which, I mean, not inaccurate, but...
I mean, Amber Rose was out here going up. She said hoes can win too. So, you know, slut walk.
Hoes also win. I support that.
They do. They really do.
Need that on a t-shirt. Hoes win.
Hoes stay winning. You gotta be, you know what? I ain't even gonna get into that. You know what? Sex work is real work. How you doing this week?
I am doing well. I luckily am off work for the rest of the week, even though I'm not going anywhere. Just sitting at my house with my cat, which I mean is my favorite pastime.
That's fair.
One thing I will say, it's crazy how like the world knows when you're about to take a break or like just relax, because that's when the most shit happens. I've had the longest day today, but we made it. We're here.
You made it to the end, and when you wake up tomorrow, you don't have to worry about anything that you had to worry about today. Hopefully.
A blessing. You go for Comic-Con tomorrow, though? Well, I guess by the time people listen to this, it would be you've gotten...
I would
to
have come
them,
back.
they would come back,
Yeah.
but like you're still here, so...
Yeah, by the time you all hear this, I will probably be back, I believe, from Comic-Con, San Diego International Comic-Con, and I'm super excited. I have to finish packing tonight and get my life together. I had to do a whole bunch of stuff this weekend, and time honestly just got beside me, and I had braids that I had to take out and do my hair. And that was a way longer process than I anticipated, so I should have known better.
Yo, these cicadas are whooping our ass right now.
They really are out. I didn't even realize we had cicadas in this area, honestly. But I have a whole ecosystem outside because there are hella trees and a lot of grassy, patchy areas. So I honestly don't know what's out there, and I never will.
No.
Not on that side of the house. I know what's out there doesn't come in. That's all I know. There was a beetle on the side of my house, and it was brown, and it was there. I left to go run errands in the morning. I came back, it was still in the same position. So I was like, is it dead, or is it trying to trick me into thinking that it's dead so it can murder me? It was dead.
Oh.
I knocked it over and it was hollow. It felt kind of bad.
Do beetles like shed their shell?
Honestly, don't know. I don't know how it was, the position it was in. It looked like it was holding on to the brick of the house. So it just must have like...
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about beetles, really.
I know I'm not really a fan of them. I did want a beetle car when I was little, though. I used to love them.
Of course you would.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Just, of course you would.
Good answer.
Love you.
Anywho, yeah. So I'm excited. I had to do my hair so that I can wear my wigs. One of these... Amazon, you better hope the reviews and if I can manipulate this wig like these people on this review said I can, then you will not have to count your days. But if I cannot, you better count your days because this wig has me looking like a clown.
Will you post your cosplay on
if it's good
the podcast? No, you should post it even if it's not good.
I have 2 outfits that I'm going to do out of the
Don't
4
tell them. Don't
5
tell them
days.
yet.
Okay. Yeah.
Have we talked about it?
Just a little bit, but I didn't tell them what outfits I'm gonna do. You all will see it. I'll post it to Instagram and our social feeds and all that jazz. But one, we're gonna have to do some manipulation because if it doesn't work out, it's gonna give a totally different look than what it was supposed to give. And I'm not gonna go out there and embarrass myself, so I will just do one cosplay day if that's what it takes. Because the first costume, perfect. Everything came in just the way it was supposed to. All the material, it's perfect costume, fits nice. But that second one, she's a doozy.
See, like, I want to cosplay, but, like, if I do it, I want to do it, like, really good. Not to say yours won't be really good.
No, I get it. That's why I'm like, that second one, I just do not know if it doesn't.
Like, my favorite comic book character is Red Hood, who was, like...
Of course it would be.
Batman's second Robin, who died and came back to life. Somehow. But anyway.
You just live in DC. Is that why you hating on Marvel so hard? Talking about you over them?
Listen, Phase 4 is not hitting. It's not giving. It's not. I'm sorry. The only thing from Phase 4 that was really giving was WandaVision. That was giving mainly Agatha.
It was Agatha all
along. Okay, mainly Agatha was giving. What else have I liked from this phase? Loki was alright.
I was gonna say Loki wasn't bad. I had to rewatch it.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier was giving.
I could have done without it.
Yeah, it was not okay. Let me specify. Not giving in the sense of like it was like great. It was just giving. America's racist, and like we know that already. What else? I like the Spider-Man movie that came out.
Oh, that's true.
To an extent, I guess.
And Dr. Marvel wasn't terrible. I mean, not Dr. Marvel.
Doctor Strange?
Doctor Strange wasn't terrible because Miss Marvel just came out, but I haven't watched it yet. Doctor Strange wasn't terrible. I just could have really done without, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, but I mean, it's been hella long. I could have done without Wanda being the villain. That just didn't make any sense to me.
Well, in the comics, Wanda's sometimes like she's not a villain per se, but she's more of a emotionally confused person who does villainous things.
So I could have done without the crazy woman itch, like, oh, woman scorn. I have to kill the whole world for these kids that I made up.
I have to give Wanda some credit though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, she lost her kids. She lost her husband.
Thor lost her brother. Thor lost his brother, mother,
his
father.
Brother tried to kill him though.
But he lost a hell of a lot. He got fat.
He's fine.
Captain America came in and called his damn. All I'm saying is the like perpetuation of women being these emotionally unstable creatures is just, I'm over it. I was over it. I was not expecting that. And then when the hell did Doctor Strange become like a martial artist? He's never fought.
True. That he definitely was doing some weird ass stuff. I was like, wait, what is this? But yeah, no, I'm more of a DC person. Always have been, always will be. Even if their movies are trash.
It's fair. The cartoons are really good. I'll give them that.
Okay, the DC animated universe.
I'll give them that. And then I guess,
Chef's kiss.
And Marvel, y'all had to watch out because The Boys was on your ass.
Oh, The Boys is the best thing in it ever. Oh my goodness, that show has me in a chokehold.
I know. To the world, we were supposed to be watching it together, but someone couldn't wait and binged it without me.
And I've been doing that for the past 3 seasons. What do you want from me?
To do better.
That's just other things. I'll wait. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's see here. Euphoria.
Barely. You will barely wait.
Euphoria, I'll say I waited. And then actually have watched it and just like watch it again. Like, oh my god, what? This is crazy.
Oh, I can't believe she fight her, Maddie.
Oh my, whoop her ass, Maddie. Yeah, I can't help it. I spend a lot of time on the internet. Like, I can't have my stuff spoiled.
That's fair. Yeah, I'll be out here spoiling stuff for people and I don't even give them a chance to watch it. So that's fair. All that to say, I'm excited. Gonna see a lot. Made the list. for this to be, this is what I will say, and this is no shade to come. This is my first huge one. I've gone to several in like Atlanta and New York and stuff, but apparently this is the biggest one. It's always like 20,000 plus people. But like some of this stuff is not giving what's supposed to give. Like the scheduling, they fixed it though. When we were trying to do our scheduling at the beginning, it was so difficult to go through the scheduling on the website because they had like an outline and they tried to do this color coded system, but the color coded system didn't make any sense. It was just turmoil. I was like, this is stressing me out, and I only went through 2 days at a time because I was like, but they made it to where you can save it to a calendar, and then it like, you know, it got a little bit easier for you to maneuver through it. So there's a lot on the list that we'll be getting hopefully done, and I'm super excited about it because I think I said it on the last podcast that the complete cast of Abbott Elementary will be there. And who else? Let me look at my schedule and see what else. They've got like Rhapsody, the rapper, the female rapper. She's going to be having a panel. I'm excited about that. There are a couple of like writers panels I'm going to try to go to. Marvel's got a lot that'll be going on. William Shatner's going to be there. I am a Star Trek. I'm a Trekkie. So even though I heard he was a jackass, but I ain't going to try to meet him. We'll just see what he got to say.
Neat.
You're not going to do anything this week? No beach? No.
That costs money. And until y'all start leaving 5-star reviews and we start doing ads,
okay,
that's what it's going to be.
If y'all want more of this content, I'm telling you, I got to help a player out because we really want to keep doing this for you.
Let's just throw our Venmo on the bio.
Oh, yeah. I'll put it in. We have a link tree.
Do we? Oh.
Our wonderful manager is on top of it.
She's great. She saved the podcast from extinction because I deleted the podcast on accident.
That's another story for another. You're trigger happy, and we'll talk about that another time.
Whatever.
But
she got it back, so no harm, no foul.
This time, but you know, you all can anticipate episodes from us every Friday, Friendship Fridays, and we welcome all of our new listeners. Welcome back to all of our seasoned listeners at this point. We're so happy that you're tuning in for us. As you know, we do icebreakers and different things to draw us into the discussion every week. And, you know, in the spirit of like wanting to keep it fun and summer happy, we've been having a little bit more of heavier episodes the last couple of weeks. So we're going to do a Get to Know Us episode. There's this awesome book that my co-host Miki brought over that I've never heard of before. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the book we're going to be playing this game out of?
Okay, so before I get into the book, I'm going to let you know right here, right now. It's not a special book. It's not a book written by anyone interesting.
You don't know that.
It's just a book full of 3,000 questions. Like, this is not like 3,000 questions to like fall in love or 3,000 questions to commit a murder or something. So like, thank you so much for the intro. It was super nice. I love how you hyped me up. But yeah, no, it's just a book full of questions.
I mean, why? So what made you get a book full of questions?
See, I really like getting to know my friends and also like getting to know my partners like on a very deep, intimate level. Mm-hmm. It's just what I do. So I thought buying this book for me and my ex, while we were partners at the time, would be a good way to get to know each other. And then we broke up. So yeah, now I just have this book that I haven't really gone through too much. Like, I just kind of pull it out sometimes when I have like friends over, or if I'm dating someone, I'm like, hey, let's get to know each other some more. So I figured we could. There's, like I said, there's 3,000 questions. We can just go back and forth with a number and answer the question.
I'm excited. I don't know. You said it's full of random questions. So am I going to be choosing a number? Or are you going to choose? You want to go back and forth?
Yeah, we're going to go back and forth.
Okay.
You go first.
Okay. So it's 3,000 questions. Let's go with 1,500.
1,500? All right, let's see here.
Number 1,500.
Can I get some Jeopardy music while I'm pulling this up?
Over the pages flipping.
Like I said, there's 3,000 of them, so it takes a few seconds. You said 1,500, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Who are your favorite writers? Or I guess we can say who's your favorite writer, because I feel like there's a lot of writers that you really enjoy.
I do. It's no surprise to the people who know me, and this is a phenomenal writer. He's a lot of people's favorite writer, but James Baldwin. I do also like Rupi Kaur. She has a book, Milk and Honey, that I frequently revisit. It's a book of like poetry.
You loaned me that, actually. I've been enjoying it.
Oh yeah, don't they? They just really, you kind of just look at it, and I'm a person. I heard this quote, and I cannot remember who it was by, but someone told me about it, and it was pretty much like you have to continuously interrogate your own reality. And so I kind of just live by that, and that book of poetry just helps me kind of like look at myself. Because sometimes we interrogate ourselves and it's abrasive. And sometimes that's necessary. And sometimes you need to be gentle with yourself. So, yeah, I'll say that. And then, like, yeah, Toni Morrison, all those greats. Yeah, what about you?
So I'm going to go a little bit outside the box. And say Stan Lee.
Okay. That's not unfair.
I am a big comic book person, if you haven't caught on yet. Not to say I don't enjoy reading typically, but like Stan Lee has created so many of like my favorite characters comic wise. I know he's a comic book writer, but I still consider that a writer.
Yeah,
and he's just
absolutely.
given so much to the nerd community, honestly. Like him passing away, that one really hit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of messed up because a lot of the people, in the sense of like I look up to, or even in some aspects idolize in the writing community, had very troubled past. Like, yeah, James Baldwin was out here, like Ernest Hemingway, like all these people. Yeah, so I can appreciate like thinking about comic books and thinking about like that joy that probably brought you reading it when you were young. And
who wrote Harry Potter again? What's that girl's name?
that woman,
I blocked that out of my head.
yeah, because she said some messed up things about the LGBTQI community and trans women and different things like that. So,
But yeah, I was
fupa her.
Fupa. Yeah, just talking about like artists who have troubled past. You're just like, I don't know if I can look past this or not and enjoy your work outside of you.
And there's a difference between like having a troubled past that you brought on yourself, like maybe you were you were dealing with your own demons or your own like darkness, and Ernest Hemingway being a drunk and just all these other things, versus you not bothering anyone. You are like idolized. No one is checking for you. You are on top of the world, and then you're gonna say that trans women ain't real women, and it's like now your whole
double down on it.
And double down, and you know what? Double down on your dumbness. Why not?
Why not? Your turn.
Ooh, you said 25. I'll say 150.
Insert Jeopardy music here, please. 150. Okay. What is the main thing you like doing on vacations?
See, that's a little tough because it depends on where I am. So, like, if I am in a space where being outdoors will bring me more joy, like excursions and different things like that, then I want to be outside and experience that. But if I'm somewhere like a Hilton Head or relaxing, then I just want to be inside, relaxing, sleeping, maybe get a massage, go for a quiet walk. And yeah, I do enjoy also anywhere I go, I always try to make it a point to visit like the locals, you know what I'm saying, like outside of the tourist area. Try to make sure that I'm getting the most authentic experience possible you can visiting someone. I mean, unless you know someone who lives there, it's kind of difficult to try to get the authentic experience. But yeah, I would say those are my favorite things. What about you?
Trying different desserts.
That's fun.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because
like you didn't already know this about me.
I'm with the audience getting to know you. I'm trying to
The way she looked at me like she was shocked, like she didn't already know this about me.
You do like a good dessert. A dessert and a potato.
Specifically, like, as of recently, donuts.
The reason I looked at you is because our mutual friend has been on a donut craze. Anytime we travel, they're like, I've got a top 10 places to
top
get donuts.
You got to.
And by the third donut, they're like, I'm tapping out because I'm done. I can't eat another donut.
If not that, and this really mainly works in like city areas like New York or whatever. I like to put my AirPods in and walk through the city with like music on as if I'm in a music video.
Okay, maybe not like I'm in a music video, but I do like to.
Maybe I'm playing some like really upbeat music as I'm walking down the street because I'm a baddie.
You are. You are.
I'm trying to embrace real hot girl shit culture so I can become a hottie by the time I'm 30.
I told
Stallion.
you, she's got a YouTube channel. Meg Thee Stallion has a YouTube channel.
You gave me the step-by-step process. Like, it's going to be a long road, but we're going to get there.
We're going to get there. One day at a time.
One day at a time. So, yeah. My turn, right?
Yeah. I agree with that, though. I like to do that, too. Not be in a music video, but I do like to put my... I don't have AirPods, but my headphones on with my phone and listen to some nice music and walk around the city. Your turn.
Next question. Let's see here. Let's pick 2,223.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Here it is. What would you do if you found out you had a sibling you never met?
I mean, I'm open, so I would probably embrace trying to, potentially getting to know them, because me and my family were close. My siblings, we're close. We're all close to my mom. We were close to my dad when he was alive. Like, it's just, we've always been kind of tight knit like that. So I think my natural inclination would be to try to like get to know them. But it would be two sides to that coin for sure, because I'm almost sure I would feel some kind of way about not having known that one of my parents, because it could be either or, I don't just put it on the man, even though I'm pretty sure I would have noticed my mom being pregnant for 9 months, but it could have been before I was born.
True.
Yeah, about one of my parents having this child that they never talked about. And it would be a double whammy, you know what I'm saying, if it was my dad, because he's no longer here. So I would not be able to have the conversation with him that I feel like I would want to have. But that may be a good thing, too, because maybe I never want to know about that conversation. So I think that's what I would do. I would try to embrace them and just try to understand. What I've been learning in my adult years and as I get older is that our parents are human. They're human just like us. They had lives, they had dreams, they had hopes, they had aspirations, and certain things in life happened where they may have had to pivot or alter or do, and they did the best that they could. You can only love from where you're loved. And so, I just try to give grace, just like I give to my friends, just like I give to my partners, everybody in life. I just try to give grace to my parents as well, because it's rough out here. Yeah, we are in the ghetto. Let's not front. Let's be clear. This is the ghetto. 2 out of 10 would not recommend. But thinking about my parents, especially my mom and how old she is, my mom lived through segregation. So
she might live through it again if Clarice has his way.
Okay, she lived through abortion being illegal, legal, and then illegal again. So she lived through Ronald Reagan and Nixon and like all these people. So like she had her own struggles too. My dad as well. So, I would try to give grace. What about you?
Siblings, if you're listening to this, I love you guys so much. But y'all raggedy.
Insert offensively. Anyone, it's you. The way you rephrased it, but you should have just said no disrespect. Because when somebody says no disrespect, they're about to say the most disrespectful thing.
Yeah, no, my siblings are raggedy. Like, truly, in every way, shape, and form, they are the most rags human beings I've ever met in my life. I love them. We have a good time together, but oh my goodness, they are so raggedy. Here's the thing, like, I'm probably also raggedy.
We're raggedy too.
I'm probably just as
Siblings are
raggedy, but like, they're a different kind of raggedy. So if they're anything like my current siblings that I do know about, no, please leave me alone. I already deal with enough with these two raggedy ones. However, seeing how I didn't know about them, which would mean they probably didn't grow up with my parents, I would give it a shot. I would see what we're about. You know, maybe we have a really good relationship. I've always wanted to have a sibling closer in my age. Like, my sister is the closest one to my age, and she's 8 years older than I am. So I feel like it would be cool. But like I said, if they're anything like my sister and my brother, no, I'm not gonna do that.
I mean, speak your truth. I'm not saying my sibling. Raggedy, rags to riches.
No riches.
And no riches.
Just rags.
Just rags.
No riches, just rags.
But, you know, you just grew close. So I totally get that. I, too, wanted a sibling closer because it's kind of the same deal. We're all kind of really sparse in age. And I actually always wanted a brother as well because I only have sisters. So, but the boy that my dad was hoping for did not make it. He's my twin.
You ate him?
I took the oxygen, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So.
Next question.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. 3005.
There's 3,000 questions.
I was thinking about Childish Gambino, my bad. 2007.
What also a good year?
Mm-hmm.
What lesson this day have you still not learned? Fuck shit. All of them.
What kind of sorcery is this? I thought these questions were supposed to be fun. Who said I want to do self-reflection today?
I told you I was asking my partner intimate questions. If you don't want to be intimate and for me to know you, don't date me.
You heard it here. You heard it here, people. Okay. Lesson today that I still have not learned.
That's what it says.
Fully. This lesson I have not learned fully because I still work under pressure. And there's this like whole perfectionism thing I'm trying to get over because perfectionism doesn't exist. It's all about progression over perfection. But like this, my mom used to say this and I try to instill it as best as possible. But some days, like today, like I leave in the morning and I am in shambles. Do today what you will be happy with tomorrow. Literally. Like, if you just do it today so you can wake up and be happy with the decision that you made, do that. I am still not fully that sometimes I miss the mark on it. I feel like that's a lesson I will forever be fist fighting in the street.
So two things about that. One, yeah, confirm. Yeah, you haven't packed. I'm seeing your clothes over there unpacked.
See, nobody ask about all that, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like,
similar with like going on vacations when like you don't want to book the hotel on time.
First of all, have I ever hindered you from enjoying yourself? Have I ever made you have to spend more money? It's me. I say you can go ahead.
I mean, I was just confirming what you said. I'm just letting you know that
some of that has nothing to do with doing it today. Some of it is I haven't made my mind up.
That's fair.
On what's going to happen tomorrow.
That's fair. I'm just saying, like, I was just confirming that you're very self-aware, and I'm proud of you for that.
You know, just answer the question.
And the second thing I was going to say is, you know what will help you get some urgency?
I do not understand why we're still here when you're supposed to be answering the question.
Anxiety will make you do things so quickly.
Are you kidding me?
It's not that bad.
You say you're in shambles 24 hours a day.
But I do it and have fun, though. I'm in shambles, but I'm having a good time.
You're on a roller coaster? I don't want no Vivian Green or whatever her name is, emotional roller coaster. I don't want that. Life is already difficult.
Who?
I'm on an emotional roller coaster. Y'all heard this. Alright, you better not take it out either.
Oh my goodness.
I think her name is Vivian Green. It's been a minute, but no, I'm good. Like, I have enough. Like I said, I have never been officially diagnosed with these, but I have gone through spouts of things, and the little bit of anxiety I have felt in the past, like I told you, I am proud of the work you're doing on yourself, because that is disgusting.
Anxiety ain't for the weak, but
And then he calls me weak. You talk about my clothes on the bed for me to pack. You call me weak. Next, what you gonna call me next, bitch?
beautiful. Love you.
Answer the question.
Lesson I haven't learned yet. That dating men is... Never mind. Sorry.
Wow. You're not going to say this on this podcast, because you know who's not going to call me? They wouldn't anyway.
He
For several reasons.
He was more upset with me. But anyway, no. A real lesson I haven't learned yet. If we're going to be dead ass, money management.
Look at you being honest.
I mean, I'm always honest, even if it means embarrassing myself on the internet. Yeah, no, I do not know how to manage money properly. I am a big spender. Maybe it's because I'm a Taurus. Maybe it's because I just like nice things. I don't know. But like, as soon as my bank account gets money, I'm like, I just thought of a long list of things that I haven't been thinking about at all, but I mysteriously want. I'm going to go buy those things now.
It could be. My mom's a Taurus. She spends a lot of money too.
And this is why I need to be rich.
Talk to her.
Does she know how to do? I mean, we'll talk about it. So listeners, if you have any like tips on money management or like classes or courses you want to recommend, please, because I'm struggling out here.
And like real money management, not
no side hustles.
Okay,
I'm down for a side hustle.
Not no like sell flat tummy tea and no shade to the people who sell it, but he not about to do that. So
I almost got conned into selling vacuum cleaners when I was like 18. It was like, we have a wonderful sales opportunity for you. Good growth, career opportunities. And they were like, okay, so like they didn't really tell us what we were like selling. And I didn't know like what an MLM at that point was, which is a multi-level marketing scheme.
A pyramid scheme?
Yeah. And they're like, you're going to go door to door and sell Roombas. And I was like...
Oh, hold on now. Roombas was popping for a minute now.
But I had this because they wanted me to sell Roombas and then rope people into selling Roombas.
Oh, you were in a true pyramid scheme. Like,
I called my dad.
You can get to the next level if you bring
get
another
a BMW,
person.
okay? I called my dad and I was like, hey, Dad, I'm at this job interview and they want me to do this. He was like, you should leave.
How many people were in the building? 20?
At least probably 25, 30.
Oh, I knew it. Y'all were in a conference room?
Yep.
Yo! Woo! Okay, I'm glad you didn't get to it. I mean, we got roped into doing something. I mean, it's paid off for me, but...
No shade to any of my friends. But I actually do know some friends who got roped into an MLM. And, like, that one would seem like... Oh, it's going to sound so rude. I can see if you didn't think critically about what you were seeing, that you'd be like, you could probably fall into it. But my anxiety doesn't let me do that. I'm gonna overthink things 600 times and be like, wait, hold on, that doesn't add up. But yeah,
that's fair.
If you let your friend get into an MLM, you're not a real friend.
They have to tell you though. I mean, you can, if they say keywords, you know they're in a pyramid scheme. But sometimes,
if anybody ever says, I just want to talk to you for 30 minutes. And that's it. Like, I just want to chat for 30 minutes and don't give you any explanation. You can ask them, like, oh, what do you want? Let's go get coffee.
For 30 minutes.
They never tell you. They always
I want to tell you about a great opportunity.
A great opportunity. They never tell you what it is. So you know you're going to say no before you show up. And you hemmed up at the Starbucks telling them, I don't want to sell vacuum cleaners.
But you know what I realized from working at different retail spots? There are just some people who are naturally gifted at sales. Like I seen it. We worked with someone could literally sell salt to a snail. Like water to a fish, could sell them anything, and it's just like it's profitable for them, so they do it. But as for me in my house, that's not my gifting. Like, I cannot, if I don't feel like it's valuable to your life, I'm not gonna recommend it.
My turn.
Yeah, I think.
I don't know. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
174. If you could be a bird, what would you be? I don't think about birds like consistently, but I'm just gonna say a penguin because that's a bird.
I feel like I would say penguin too because I like penguins. I'm not a bird though. Period. Never have been, never will.
Next question.
That's yeah. That was a.
I never
freebie.
said there were 3,000 good questions. I just said there were 3,000 questions.
It's interesting because I honestly, the funny thing about that question is I just learned what a pigeon looks like when it's born, and it don't look nothing like what a pigeon looks like when it's an adult pigeon. And don't ever look it up because it will haunt you. It's terrifying.
I was
a baby pigeon.
A little older when I realized that doves were pigeons as well.
Yeah, they got the. I'm not gonna say they got the good end of the stick. Oh, maybe I'll be a swan. Is a swan considered a bird?
I
right?
mean, okay. So for those who don't know, I play techno. I like to DJ and stuff like that. And me and Kristen decided that for my mascot or whatever, she's going to dress up as a sexy crow.
We didn't decide that. You decided
and
that.
You went along
because
with
I
it.
support you. I'm trying to do the best that I can.
I gave you options. I said either a sexy
or a crow. A sexy crow or a
sexy octopus.
What kind of options is that?
It's techno.
So that means it has to be the strangest thing you've seen. These people be on stilts with like circus costumes on. Some girl had a like vest on, a cute little sexy glittery vest with her hair down on stilts. Why can't you do that? Why you want to be a sexy crow?
Mainly because I think it'll be funny.
That's what you want. It's okay because I got something up my sleeve. I'm going to give you sexy crow.
Can't wait. And you better cop. You better cop. I can't wait to have you behind me on stage just flapping your arms.
I would give a free car now, but y'all gonna have to pay for that. Y'all
Listen,
have to pay for a car.
be careful or Uncle Clifford gonna come recruit you, so...
I'm the pike! So, let me tell you something. I was sleeping on this season, right? Because we were watching it. We did not go there for pandemic.
I did not go there for
past
COVID plot.
2020. I did not want to see, but I understand why they had to write it in because I mean it's the reality of life. But when I tell you, baby, the heat is on. They got the Puerto Rican princess on there, Yaseline Hernandez, Yaseline's Cabernet, like bitch. I said, oh yes,
your desires will be
fulfilled.
Okay. Oh my God.
I said that this is what I came here for. This is the content that I'm tuning in. It's
Don't say too much. I haven't seen it yet.
It's turning into a little bit pornography for me. I ain't gonna hold you. Like it's a lot of porn happening in every scene. I'm gonna just say this, and I will be done with it because I know you ain't seen it. But let me just tell you something. A penis popped out of nowhere that it should not have popped out of. You did not expect a penis to pop out, and boop, there was a penis.
Sounds like a dream.
Didn't ask for it though. I did not ask for it. I was just trying to watch. But it is a show about strippers and the lives of them in the club and people outside the club. So, I mean, anticipate. So, it's my turn. Let's see. Question number 227.
Were you ever really passionate about something and suddenly lost interest in it? What was it?
I used to be really passionate about playing instruments. So from grade school, from elementary through all the way to college, I played several instruments. Oboe, clarinet, flute, cymbals, guitar, lead and bass, keyboard. I was really interested in I won't necessarily say making music, in the sense of writing music or being a singer or artist in that aspect, but I just used to hear these melodies and different things like that. So I just used to always want to play them, and I've always been into music. My parents were really heavy into music. My dad was in a band. So I guess that's just in my blood. So I just had all these passions. And then, yes, I have a ton of siblings, but they're older than me. So I kind of grew up alone a little bit. And just being alone, you just entertain yourself. So I did a lot of writing. I used to dream about like making music. So I probably will say I lost interest in it post college. Like I just really wasn't feeling playing any type of instrumentation. But recently, I have gotten interested in picking back up the guitar. So I think I may.
Ooh, you should do it.
Yeah, at this point, with 2020 has not taught me anything. It's just do what you want to do. It doesn't have to make you money. It doesn't have to be like this multi-million-dollar idea. Just do what you want to do. If you want to make music, if you want to learn the guitar, learn the guitar. Period.
So slight tangent on that because the story is just so wild that I have to tell it. Kind of going on what you were saying about just do it. So there was this man somewhere in America who was just minding his own business. I think like gardening or like walking his dog or something like that. And a helicopter falls out the sky and pins him on the ground. He lives. He lived, though, and ended up saving the pilot out of the fiery helicopter debris. But if there's any lesson I have for our listeners is go out there and live. Because it could be a helicopter on your back tomorrow.
So you telling me the helicopter landed on him. He somehow maneuvered himself from under the landing, got the pilot out of the fiery helicopter, and they both lived. That man better be paid. I know that. If living were to be paid, that's the kind of living paycheck I need.
Oh, I'm definitely I'm suing somebody. Somebody's getting sued. Because you mean to tell me all this earth and you choose to land it on me?
There is greenery everywhere. And I'm just outside gardening. I mean, I'm tending to my tulips. They need pruning. And I'm just, he probably had headphones on. He's probably jamming. And the helicopter just comes out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. So yeah, live your life. Chase your dreams.
So what?
Punch that grandma in the face. Nope.
What hobby did you used to love and you dropped?
I used to really love photography. I took yearbook in my senior year of high school, mainly because my goal was to do the least amount of work and get credits for it, which is really my goal in life. Like I want to do the least amount of work and make the most amount of money.
24 figures.
24 figures doing nothing. But anyway, and I mean when I say nothing, I don't mean like running a business and it runs itself. I mean sitting on my butt and doing nothing.
Getting up, going to Chick-fil-A
when I want to.
Getting on no meetings. No meetings. No obligations to anybody really.
Just money in my bank account, just popping up. So,
any rich African princesses
Nubian
or
prince,
uncles out there that have
we're not sexist, aunties.
Auntie, you have $1 million for our, bank account. Just as long as we don't have to send the information first, he's open.
But anyway, so. Yeah, really big into photography. Like I said, I took yearbook in high school, which was really fun. I didn't think I would be really big into taking pictures until I started taking yearbook, which was really fun. Not to toot my own horn, I feel like I have a pretty good natural eye. Like, even when I was first taking pictures, like, I was pretty good about getting, like, pretty good shots and stuff like that.
I believe that. You take nice photos on your iPhone.
Yeah, so that transitioned into like iPhone photography mainly because I just always had my phone on me at all times, which was really nice to kind of just like shoot different things while I'm walking around or in life.
Yeah.
But I think when COVID hit, when I was just in the house all the time, like I just like ran out of stuff to take pictures of, so I just haven't really like cared. I still like if I go on vacation or whatever, like I'll take pictures. But it's just not to the same extent before. Like you said, like a photography Instagram and like really edit them and post them and stuff like that. But now not so much. Now it's more so just for me. I'll maybe post one or two occasionally.
That's fair.
99% of my camera roll now is my cat.
Yeah, so, tell me about it. Every day, a new picture of Loki.
I have a new one today, actually, when he was inside the lampshade because he's on crack.
That cat is living his best life. He ain't on crack. He is living. You give him free range and he's taking it.
Love him so much. My turn. I'm gonna say 1,743. There we go. Do you believe in an afterlife?
I do. I believe in God, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. And I believe there's a heaven and a hell. Yep.
That's fair. I respect that. I do. You know, I definitely think you have the right to your views. I think a little bit differently. I personally think you just become plant food.
That's fair.
So yeah, honestly, that's kind of where I was. I used to be really Christian, like when I was younger, like Bible study and all that great, wonderful stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. I just subscribe to a different viewpoint now.
It's all about your own experiences. I believe God is real because he showed himself to be real to me. I believe that an afterlife exists because I have heard afterlife. So, yeah.
Have we ever kind of an episode about religion?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
we're gonna get there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there. Your turn.
Question number 1,850.
Ooh, how specific. There we go. What type of contest? Jesus. What kind of contest do you think you'd be really good at? The crickets are making this better.
Cause I mean, you can put the cicadas in there, put a few cicada sounds in there. Honestly, I feel like either writing or fixing something, and not in the sense of like a handyman, but like maneuvering something to still be useful. I used to like not want to throw away things, so I always like repurpose things. So repurposing.
That's fair. You are pretty good at that, actually. I'll give you that. Overthinking. I can overthink anything. It could be a baked potato, and I'll overthink. Did I cook it long enough? What happens if I didn't cook it long enough? Am I gonna die if I eat this? I literally can think of every possibility. I'm like Doctor Strange in Infinity War when he's looking at all the alternate universes. Literally me overthinking. That I was gonna say in all seriousness, but that was serious. I mean, I'm being dead ass. I can overthink anything. Now talent wise, I would say. Do I have any talents?
Come on.
Like DJing is one thing, but I'm not gonna sit here and say I would win a contest at DJing because I'm still learning how to be better at it.
That's fair, but you don't know. But you got some talents. Come on.
Can you name one of them for me?
Outside of DJing, your shade is unmatched.
True. True. I do be throwing shade.
You be throwing the shade without even people catching the breeze. I would also say your ability to like, I don't know how to phrase it, because leadership is a talent. Everyone's not a natural born leader, but you do have an ability to get everyone on one accord when you want. Like get them on. If you had one common goal and you needed everybody to get on that one common goal, you'd probably be able to get everybody on that one common goal.
That means so much to me. Thank you. I'm gonna go with that one. Retweet. Yeah, I don't really have many I'm not a really good cook. Not really good. I'm not really like a good baker. I don't sleep very well.
The question was not what would you lose at. And first of all, you have baked some things. You've baked some brownies, which were really good. And
Betty Crocker, girl, I read the instructions on the back of the box.
But at that Friendsgiving I had that one year, didn't you make like pot roast or something? And it was devoured.
I think I made yams or something like that, maybe.
You made a meat and I think a dessert.
I don't remember.
And they both got devoured, I'm pretty sure.
I try.
So, give yourself a little bit more credit.
Okay, question number 1910. Oh, there it is. What is the most expensive thing you've ever purchased?
Outside of a car?
Outside of a car. Let's say outside of a car, because I just thought about that.
Yeah. Outside of a car. That's kind of difficult because if it's not something like that, it would probably have been a trip. I've gone on trips that have cost a couple of grand before. So I was looking around to see if I saw anything, but honestly, like, I always get things either on sale or with a discount.
True.
I never pay full price for anything.
She'll find every way to not pay full price.
Find a way to not have to pay full price for something. So,
of my own money, and no, I have not had a sugar parent. Application still open though. So, if you ever want to apply, just let me know. But of my own actual money, that wasn't like a student refund or something, that wasn't like actually my money. It was just money I was borrowing or something like that. Probably my deck, like where I DJ on.
oh yeah, that was pretty expensive.
That was about like 2,000 ish.
Yeah,
more or less.
Into your dream, and look at that.
And look at me now. Ain't got no gigs.
Lies. Was just in Spain.
And then, yeah, like I said, as far as money that wasn't like money that I worked for, it was just like given to me. I would say like a computer, like a MacBook or something like that.
Yeah, and even that, working at Apple, I got money off of it.
Right,
so
like so.
That was still like not the most expensive thing. Honestly, the most expensive thing I can think about, where if you put it in those terms of my own money and it not being an experience or something, I bought a washer and dryer for my mom one Christmas. And that was pretty expensive at the time.
Oh. Next question.
I felt like I was balling. You know, I ain't had no bills, so here I am. Now wishing and hoping I can get that money back.
Okay, can I get a refund? Send her an invoice.
You said question 3,000.
All right, let's finish it up with 3,000 then. Let's see here. When you're sick, do you grin it or bear it? Do you just curl up in the ball as much as possible?
Honestly, when I'm sick, I don't like to be taken care of. And I know that's counterproductive, because when I know people who are sick that I'm close to, all I want to do is comfort and take care of them. But I have learned that was in therapy. That was a vulnerability issue. So now when I'm sick, I'll be honest about being sick, and whatever someone wants to do for me, I'll let them do it. I do grit through it though. Before, it was not just a get through it, but like try to make sure nobody knows I'm sick or tries to help me at all.
I am much more of a, I don't know which one I fall into. I'm just going to say what I do when I'm sick. I'm the kind of sick person where, like, I will get up and do things. Like, I go for a walk or, like, you know, DJ or something like that, where I should be resting and sleeping. I'm like, it's fine. I need to be active or go do something to not be sick.
You think you can, like,
I'm not a curl up
work my way
right. I'm not the curl up in a ball kind of person. Unless I'm, like, dog sick where, like, everything's in pain. I'm typically doing the most. Like, cleaning, walking around,
making
myself more sick, doing laundry, doing all kinds of shit.
You do be doing a lot.
I'd be doing the most.
I'd be like, I was like, didn't you tell me you had a cough the other day? Like, I'm good.
I'm fine. Meanwhile, my lungs are collapsing.
I'm going to rest.
I don't know how to rest.
But you like to go to sleep.
I would like to introduce you to my anxiety. I go to sleep to escape my anxiety, and then when I'm awake, I'm with my anxiety. So it's like either I'm sleep or I'm doing the most. There's no in between. There's no such thing as just like casual rest with me.
So like even when I think you're chilling in your mind, you're not chilling.
Never.
Dang.
Never. My brain is always thinking of something. I've been thinking of something this whole time we've been on this podcast.
Houseway, we've been talking about so many things.
My brain. This is why my sentences come out weird sometimes, because my brain's thinking of like 5 trillion things. Like I'm thinking about what I have to do when I get home. I'm thinking about my cat.
I mean, yeah, Loki's always gonna be in the mix.
Always right there.
Love him.
Right there in the forefront. All right, my question.
Yep.
Let's go to 888. Ooh, this is a fun one. What is a personality trait you don't like about yourself?
So a few episodes ago, actually earlier episodes, if you remember, I said I was no longer a part of the strong black woman trope. That I am a damsel, I am not in distress. That was probably, there is a fly in here and it is tormenting us. I don't even understand how I got it. I do. The door was open. But yeah, that would have probably been the
No, I'm just sick of it being around my move. So sorry about that. I don't like bugs, especially ones that fly.
Yeah, I think that's unfair. If you want to talk about perfect happiness, I wish I could teleport or fly.
Ooh, okay, that'd be great.
Yeah. I think that was one trait that I realized in myself was not inherent. Like I learned that trait to always have to be the strong one and always have to get it done. And I was like, no, I don't feel like that's the life I want to live. I want to live a very soft life in comparison to the life I've been living. So, yeah, that would probably have been that. And that may be it. Because I've been working on everything else. I'm still working on that too, but I used to also I used to have an inherent feeling to want to automatically fix things for people. Be a fixer. And I have worked on that, and now that's not my inherent response to when someone tells me that there's a problem.
So I'm gonna say for me, I mean, my personality is so great.
It's awesome.
I get irritated very quickly. Things annoy me very quickly. Like I don't get angry. I'm not an angry person. Like I can count the amount of times I've been like actually furiously angry, like on less than one hand in my entire life. Honestly, either that or I've just blacked out those memories and I get super angry. Who knows? One of the two could be a possibility. But I know mutual unnamed friend ain't nodding, agreeing that I get angry.
Sometimes your irritation
No, I can get very irritated.
may sound like anger.
I can get very irritated.
Yeah, maybe that's where the confusion. Sometimes it can sound like
It's
anger.
mainly when people be doing dumb things. Like if you don't do dumb shit, then I won't get irritated.
That's what grace is for.
That's what a book is for.
It's not.
Read a book. What? Graceful for what?
Because we all make stupid. In someone's eyes, a decision we made that day that we didn't think was stupid to them.
That's fair. And I'll give them that. People can be irritated with my stupid decisions. Doesn't mean I can't not be irritated with their stupid decisions.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you can't be irritated. I'm saying that you said they were nodding because I think sometimes your irritation can come off as anger. Even though we may know you not inherently angry, you just may seem upset.
Well, maybe if people didn't do irritating things, I wouldn't be upset.
And maybe you're not angry. Maybe you're just upset. It's different.
Annoying.
It's different, like, than feeling rage. Yeah. You feel like a lot of things people do are stupid, though.
Because a lot of things people do are stupid. No offense to people. I love I tolerate most people. But some people just be like, it takes 5 seconds to have, like, a critical thought, I feel like. Just, like, what you're about to do, like if it's a big decision, like think about it and then think about it again.
Yeah, it's just like sometimes that just doesn't happen. You know, people be going through things in their mind. They just like make irrational choices, man. People make irrational choices every day. Like,
which I'm not above, like, international choice. Like I said, people can also get irritated with me and mad at me for my dumb decisions. But, like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I probably sound like a complete ass, but...
No, I mean, that's what it is. You're just...
It's a personality trait I don't like, so...
irritable. And I don't feel like you're as irritable as you used to be. I'll say that.
It's the...
That is not a plug. Just bleep that medication out because we ain't pushing no medications on this podcast.
Maybe I should be on medication. Some of y'all, I'm not gonna lie, but anyway, I'm gonna ask question 1609. How tall is the tallest person you know?
I feel like you asked that on purpose.
And if I did,
You about to be sadly mistaken because it's not you.
who is it?
My ex. He's 6'8".
Oh. Mm-hmm. Then why do you see your ex? Too
Next
tall?
question.
Well, too tall? That's fair.
Not that. But that's not the question I was asked. Who's the tallest person you know outside of yourself?
Wow.
Because you cannot say yourself.
I actually met a basketball player at like one of my previous jobs. He was, I think, like 6'9". I don't remember his name. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, he was like an older basketball player. The only reason I knew he was a basketball player is because like one of my coworkers was like, "Oh, that's so and so," and I was like,
That's
"Who?" Well, we took a picture. Yeah, he was really tall. Yeah, outside of that, like in current day, the tallest person I know would be myself or my mom. Actually, okay, cat's out of the bag. My mom and I are the same height. She's
And
also,
are they? I thought she was a little bit shorter than you. You all the same height? That is, I'm
yeah.
even more scared of your mom now.
She's
She's bad,
an
yo. She's a
Amazon.
bad woman. And she got a licensed carrier registration. That lady be out here. I'll never get on her bad side.
All right, want to finish up with the last question?
Yeah.
Take us away.
Let's end with question 1990.
All right.
Great year.
What band or artist do you think is timeless?
Ooh, that is a good one. I'm going to say a band and an artist. Since it said band or artist, I'll say both. I think a band that's timeless is Radiohead. And I think an artist that's timeless is Whitney Houston.
Ooh, yes. I can definitely get down with Whitney Houston. I'm going to say
And actually, I would like to change that, but we can go on. Sorry.
from Whitney Houston too.
It's a tie between Whitney Houston and Stevie Wonder.
Okay, that's fair. I can give you that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, just because of how much like influence he has, even to this day.
Go ahead and say it.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You like.
I knew one of us would say it.
Well, you got to. You got to give it to him. I'm not even gonna hold you. You have to give it to Michael Jackson. I mean, yes, he had some things, some scandals, but them bops were bopping. Them bops were bopping. They brought him back from the dead for one more song.
He had a hologram like Tupac. So, I mean, if you gotta have a hologram because your music is that bussin'. Yeah, yep. I will agree with that. Musical genius.
I will. So, I'm probably gonna get like. No, actually, I'm not gonna bring this one up. Never mind.
You already said Michael Jackson.
I did. You're right. I hit the thing. So.
I'm saying, like, who else?
No,
I thought you were gonna say.
I was gonna say just because of our generation, like Kanye, because all of us loved Kanye back in the
Absolutely,
day.
though.
But I'm not gonna say he timeless. He's gonna be a rap in the next 20 years. Gone. Who? I never heard of him.
I think when I think of Timeless, I just think of the music they've already made, right? It's just like some songs will always be in rotation.
True.
Forever.
And Kanye is not one of those.
All right. You can find us on social media. We are Friendship University Podcast on Instagram. We are on Twitter at Funny Podcast. That is FUNI Podcast on Twitter. Maybe we'll go through the book and post a couple of more of these questions. There's some sound bites you all will never hear because some of these questions were outrageous. So we'll save that for another time where we are not in this atmosphere, period. Shout us out. Please leave a rating if you can. Let us know how you're feeling. You can also email us at thefriendshipuniversitypodcast@gmail.com. We're found everywhere. And we'll see you next week. Peace out.
Bye.